Hello. Today I want to talk about our many lives as human beings. In the tradition of the ancient Vedic masters, Maharishi teaches we have many lifetimes as human beings. Now, the purpose of all of these lifetimes is to rise to higher states of consciousness. In the early lifetimes, life is brutal and short, and then there is evolution through all the stages of different kinds of lifetimes, from worse to better, to lifetimes where we have the choice to begin meditation practices. Now, all of this evolution through these many lifetimes is governed by the law of karma. The law of karma ensures that all lifetimes remain in the stream of evolution to higher states of consciousness. The law of karma states, as you sow, so shall you reap. Now, what that means is you perform an action and there are consequences of that action that come back to you and influence you and leave impressions on your mind. And from those impressions, desires arise, new things that you want. And you perform another action. And again, those influences come back to you. As you sow, so shall you reap. So some of the influences that come back to you with your actions and some of the things that happen in your life can be almost unbearable, really hard to endure. But there is a way that you can influence your karma to unfold better possibilities. And that is with a meditation practice that transcends the relative field. The relative field is the created world that we live in. And when you transcend the relative field in your meditation practice, you go beyond the relative field. You go beyond the field of creation, beyond your mind. And then the experience is of wholeness, the wholeness of divine being. Now, karma unfolds with reference to what has come before, with reference to past actions and the consequences of those actions. But the other reference is to wholeness, the wholeness of divine being. That is the transcendent. The transcendent is the fourth state of consciousness. It is the first state of higher consciousness. The consciousness of the consciousness of the relative field is waking, dreaming, or sleeping. Those are the first three states of consciousness. The first higher state is consciousness of the transcendent, pure consciousness, divine being. And that is the experience when you transcend in your meditation practice. That experience of divine being infuses your mind and transforms your mind and your physiology. And with that transformation, the better possibilities of your karma are going to come back to you. Your actions are going to be more supportive for you and for all of creation. They are going to be more in the direction of evolution. So your first practice of meditation should be a meditation that transcends the relative field, such that you can have these benefits. all your actions bringing good, positive influences to all of creation, to all of the people here in the world, and to the universe. Better possibilities of your karma are going to make your life much better, and better lives for all. So that is the way these many lifetimes of ours are governed through the law of karma. And the purpose of all these lifetimes is to evolve to having a meditation practice where you transcend the relative field and experience divine being. That is the purpose of all of these lifetimes. And then when you meditate on a regular basis and transcend regularly and repeatedly, then your life, your mind, your body are so transformed that you rise to that status of the transcendent, that is divine being. You rise to that very status and hold that state of consciousness, the transcendent, all the time as you experience the relative field with the consciousness of waking, dreaming, or sleeping. You hold the transcendent at the same time. You hold two states of consciousness simultaneously. This is Maharishi's definition of the first stage of enlightenment. Then you are no longer bound by the cycle of karma. The impressions left on your mind from actions that you take are much fainter and do not give rise to future desires. There's no more karma created in this particular lifetime now. And there will be no more lifetimes as human beings. You are freed from the cycle of birth and death. There will be evolution on higher planes of existence. But on these higher planes of existence, lifetimes are much longer and happier. So, these are all the reasons why you need to be doing your practices and developing the transcending that will bring you all of these wonderful benefits. Freedom from the cycle of birth and death, freedom from the bondage of karma, and the opportunity for even higher states of consciousness and evolution on higher planes of existence. Thank you, beloved Guru. All glory be to thee.